Zach.
Yeah, Coach, your thoughts on Gabe Cupps' impact? I know he didn't have big stats, but his play with that smaller lineup in that 14-0 run.
He's a winner. That's the first time I've had an opportunity to play he and X some extended minutes, down, especially in crunch time. You don't expect that, but I felt comfortable enough with Gabe in the game. I've seen him enough play, so he's capable of hanging in there and making basketball plays. I thought he was tremendous on both ends.
Zach, on your left, Mike.
Mike, I recognize this is probably a question better asked for once you can watch film, but how do you parse a game like that, the good in some individual performances, the struggles some defensively, the fact that it's opening night, just how do you break that apart for your team?
Well, again, I mean, the things I look at is, from a defensive standpoint, I mean, we hold them to 63 points, and that's kind of in the ballpark where we want to be from a defensive standpoint, but it was all the miscues on the backside of our defense that we just weren't executing. And I gotta get that fixed and clean it up because we were pretty good the last 2 years in that regard. And, free throws, I mean, God dog, they free, man. We just got to step up to the line and make them. I mean, that's the difference in winning and losing games a lot of nights, and we weren't very good tonight shooting them.
Mike, on your left and top.
With Malik Renew, is he the most comfortable you got kind of attacking the basket, and how careful does he have to be at that one exchange? He had 6 points to start out the second half, picks up his third foul right away. What do you tell him when he comes out in that moment?
Well, that's where Peyton, becomes valuable to us as well. I mean, not having him, it gives you, another center, another big body that you can play. But Malik has just got to be smarter. I think he's a lot better than he was last season. Hell, he come in the game and he look at somebody and he gets a foul. So, I mean, in that regard, they letting him play a little bit this year. And he's just got to be smart, especially coming down the stretch and not getting silly fouls.
Todd, on your right from here.
Mike, you called a timeout with Florida Gulf Coast up 6, and after that you went on a 14-0 run. It looked like the defense picked up pretty noticeably. The pressure out there did. After that, what did you say during that timeout, and what were the instructions given?
Hell, I had no choice but to call timeout. They had gone on a nice little run. And, we just, I drew up a play. We came out of the timeout, got a bucket, and then our defense just, we got a double team on the side of the floor over by their bench, which was a big steal, and it converted that into a bucket as well. But it make no mistake, it was our defense coming down the stretch that got us back. The fans got into it, and that was very helpful in getting us on a roll, and that was enough just to bring it home for us.
Rick, throw to you on the right, and Tom.
Yeah, after that you went to the three-guard set. I think you guys scored on 6 straight possessions. What made the offense run better when you were going with the 3 guards?
Well, again, they were small too, and I mean, I was basically looking at it from a defensive standpoint. And, it's always good. I feel good with all 3 of those guys handling the basketball. And if we run in pick and roll offense, they all 3 are capable of making plays out of the pick and roll. But, you got to give them credit too, man. Their defense was, I thought their defense was solid as hell. I mean, their rotations were right on, and they stymied the ball in our pick and rolls to the point where we couldn't get it out quick enough to that pass leading to something good, and that's something we just got to get better at.
Tom, on your left, and Seth.
Mike, how much better are you offensively as a team when Trey can have a night like he did tonight, 7 of 9 shooting, 16 points, and really attacking the basket when he had chances?
Well, I mean, we're a lot better, but my concern is CJ and Caleb and McKenzie, because all 3 of those guys are capable of scoring too. So when they're in the game, I gotta get them comfortable, number one, and they gotta figure out what the hell we're doing from a defensive standpoint, because a lot of that was miscues on their part as well. So, I mean, I got a lot of work to do, put it that way.
Seth, throw to you on your right, and Zion.
Seemed like down the stretch, your captains, X and Trey, stepped up with some really big plays with the game in the balance. Just how much did you see those guys step up in moments like that?
Well, X and Trey are seniors. They're supposed to step up. The freshman, he's a freshman, but he doesn't play like a freshman. He's capable of making plays. I mean, I followed this kid for some time now. That's why he's wearing an Indiana uniform. But he's a winner. You know, he's not going to get it right all the time, but he does a lot of winning plays that help you win games, and that excites me.
Zion, row 2 on your left.
Mike, when you talk about the issues you've had with the defensive rotations, just what goes into in practice and film work fixing that and getting that right?
Reps, over and over, reps. You know, that's the only way you're gonna learn it and then demonstrate it once you get to the games. You know what I mean? And then once you figure it out, it becomes natural. And right now, we're guessing, we're thinking too much. So that's on me.
Trevor, row 2 on your left, last one.
Khalil Ware had a great game tonight. What did you think he did best, and kind of anything you see that he needs to improve on, even in a game like tonight?
Well, he played a lot of minutes tonight, but he plugged the hole up for us, got a few blocks, and he rebounded the ball for us. I mean, I don't need him to do much more. Just continue to do that, you know. And when he's around the bucket, I expect him to finish and then make his damn free throws. I mean, that's what it's all about.